Today, I'll be showing you all how to make your own wish list and photocard template. So I begin with downloading a already pre-made template. So the templates I'm referring to is PCY Verns and circling which PCs I want before going to Google and searching for those PCs myself individually. The reason that I'm not using pre-made templates in terms of just downloading it and snipping the photos from there is because it takes a lot of time and effort to actually put these together, as you can see in this video. So out of respect for the effort that these people do put together in putting these templates, I just decided to search them myself. And now, after finding the last PC, I go into my gallery and I start cropping all the photos that I need into rectangle shapes, so that's easier to put into the template later on. Once you finish sizing your photo cards, head over to Canva. Now, why Canva? Well, it's accessible on both Android and iOS phones, and it has a lot of great features that make it easy to put a wish list / template together. So you can see that I've got into the templates function for Instagram story, and that's where I actually got my template for my wish list, or at least the basis of it. And you can see you can just customize, change things, and move it around. Now, I realized that I didn't actually explain explicitly in my original video, or while I was making it, I didn't really start and explain things. So here I'm breaking down how you can find the little boxes that you use for the photo cards. So you'd want to go into the feature called frames and scroll down to the shape that kind of looks like a photo card shape, like the one here. And I didn't really have dimensions for this. I kind of just eyeballed it to see how easy it is to see to the human eye. And I kind of just settled on the shape and then duplicated it and sized it for all the photo cards I used. Because with frames, you can just download a photo and then go into gallery, download a photo, put the photo in, and just drag it straight into the frames and it will fit to the frame. If you want to fix it, you can crop it, which I will show a little bit later on, but you can see that you have the option to delete the image or delete the frame. So you don't really have much of a hassle once you set up one frame. You can duplicate it really easily as well. Now, another important feature that you'd obviously need for your photo card template is text. So there's a text box option in Canva, and you can use all the already pre-custom fonts. I was actually trying to look for the one that I used, and for some reason it wasn't there, even though I had just made it the day before. But there's a lot of free fonts that you can use, or you can just use the simple add heading, subheading, whatever, to make the names and whatnot for your wish list. Before I pop back to showing you how I managed to put together my whole wish list, I just want to show you an extra little feature that helps you make your wish list look cute. And this is using Elements. And in Elements, I searched up tape because I was trying to go for that like journaling vibe. And you can see here, I'm trying to resize the little tape that I'm using. An interesting thing about Canva is that if the image is too small on your screen, you cannot get those little hinges on top, bottom, left, and right, which help you elongate the tape. So my tip here is to zoom in, stretch it out as much as you can, and then zoom out, try and fix it then. Now, let's see how I finish completing the rest of this. So currently I'm just trying to make the headings. So something I wanted to make with my template was that it's obvious the heading for either the album or for the feature. So for in this case, I'm writing, this is all Hangary Wonru fan sign PCs. I make it bold, whilst you can see on the tape, those are the different types. So on top, I was referring to DK DVDs. So the one on the left are all from O2U Korea, whilst the one on the right are all from Incomplete. Currently, you don't have to get as fancy as I did, but I just wanted to make it a little bit more fit within the journaling aesthetic I was trying to get with. Yeah, and there's a really cool feature when you go into the settings of like the text, whatever you're using, you can set it backwards or set it forwards. So it just helps create the effect like the one I was trying to achieve here. Now you can see that I'm tapping on these pictures and it shows up with two options being image and grid. So you want to make sure you hit image and not grid if you want to reuse these shapes, and they're pretty easy to reshape and make into what you want. So you can see that I went from just a square to a rectangle, and it's also really easy to reposition. Now once I had everything almost done on my wish list, I wanted to add some photos just as decoration. So I went to Pinterest. Pinterest always has a lot of good photos to download and use. So I wanted to make a theme that I've been doing on a lot of my templates, which is whoever's PCs are on the template, those are the photos, those are people's photos I use at the bottom. So for example, on this template, there's only DK and Wanwu. So I'm looking for a lot of cute DK Wanwu photos. And yeah, I found those and I put those into my template and just resized, fixed it up, and then left it with my final product and then moved on to my last template, which I was making. Now I've completed all 5 of my templates. I had to fix up some mistakes I had on my other ones, but you can see there are 5 templates now. So these range from normal Korean photo cards to fan sign, DVD, and Japanese photo cards. And now you just need to download them. A thing to note with Canva is when you hit the download button, it downloads all the pages. It does not just download the page you're on, it downloads all the pages. So when you hit download, you have to wait for a while. Don't go out of the app, don't do anything because it disrupts the downloading. I had to re-download this one twice because of how big it was and the fact that I went out of the app. So now if I go into my gallery, you can see that I have all my templates and they're all ready to be uploaded onto Insta. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you make your own template wish list.